Hello, my name is Evgenya and today I will speak on behalf of my husband Alexey Hohlatov. Not so much time ago, cryptocurrency got a great interest all over the world. And my husband, he started to discover this question, and now he is investor in blockchain fund. The history starts 2 years ago. Two people, Kirill and Andrei, they decided to try trading on the crypto market. And they invested as much money as they were not afraid of to lose. But they got a great success. The profit was incredible. So they decided to involve some friends. And at that time, it was a group of investors who started a new trading. In the end of summer 2016, Kirill and Andrei decided to make fund available to all people. And a lot of people could get information about blockchain fund in the autumn of 2016. So I'm happy that my husband got this opportunity to be the investor of blockchain fund. And you see that I help him to communicate in English. My English is not ideal, but it is possible to understand what I want to tell. And now I'm in the office of blockchain fund and I want to represent it. In the spring of this year, we are waiting for full start. It means that all the preparations will be finished. Now we can invest and all people can invest, and there is trading and the marketing works, but all the preparations will be finished in the spring of this year. And now I'm in the head office of blockchain fund in Moscow, and I want to show you the standard presentation of blockchain fund. I think that you know that what was profitable before is not profitable to invest nowadays. For example, 50 or 100 years ago, it was profitable to invest in oil, gas, or maybe 50 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, it is also was profitable to invest and to trade on stock exchange. Now everything is changed. Blockchain has a great influence on what is happening in the world and in the investment market. On the chart you can see that oil, gold, realty, USD deposit are not profitable at all. It is a little profit to invest into euro deposit, index SP 500, rubles deposit, and Bitcoin investments are very different. Last year it was really profitable to invest in Bitcoin, but is it so reliable and profitable to invest into Bitcoin nowadays? And I want to show the next slide. So on this slide you can see the profitability of the first half of the year 2017. Rubles deposit, gold, Bitcoin and blockchain fund. Why the profitability of blockchain fund is much more higher than Bitcoin itself? Because blockchain fund buys and sells and makes trading not only with Bitcoin but with other cryptocurrency on different cryptocurrency stock exchanges. So let's see how we can invest into blockchain fund. There are three tools, three ways how we can do it. The first is managing assets in the cryptocurrency market, trading. The second is ICO investments, and the third is USD deposit, 24 per annum. The third one you can use if you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, maybe you don't believe into cryptocurrency, you just can get the fixed interest per year. It is guaranteed. The second we'll speak later in spring when all the preparations will be finished. And the first you can use now, today. The first instrument is the way to invest into the blockchain fund, and this is the way which made the big history of good results in the profit. This is the high profitable history which you could see on the last slide. Blockchain fund has a team of traders, and these traders have a great experience, about 15 years on forex market, on different stock exchange markets. But 2 years ago they started on cryptocurrency market and showed a good result. For example, some ICO deals reached 8,000% during 3 months. I think that blockchain fund is a special company because it is open, transparent. For example, if you come to the office, Kirill and Andrei, they can show you how it works. They can show you the trading which was done during last time by their traders. Also in spring it will be possible to do it online because the smart contract will be started. Blockchain Fund chose to collaborate with 7 of 10 top stock exchange partners. Now we have more than 10,000 investors. Investors now signs the contract with the company. After some time it will be online, it will be smart contract. Now we have more than 1,000 franchisee. I will tell you the difference between investor and franchisee a little bit later. I told you that company is transparent, open for contact, and during just 6 months of work they participated in different conferences, forums and government events included. Let's go into some details about blockchain fund. So from May 2016 to May 2017, fund shows the huge profit, 937, tremendous. So looking such a great profit, it was difficult not to be inspired, and our founders really were inspired to give the opportunity to more people to get such profits. It was difficult not to be inspired by such a big profit, and after this investors decided to make the length lower. It was to become the investor of blockchain fund, it was important to invest $100,000. But after such a great success, they decided to make the length $100. So everybody can become an investor in blockchain fund today. Also, they decided to fix the income every day. So blockchain fund shows that it is possible to be reliable and profitable at the same time. How it happens? Because we have diversification and good trading. So you can see that the profit is high. On May 179, June 39, July 16, August 61. So profitability and reliability at the same time, it's great. And you know that in January it was a great crash of cryptocurrency, but blockchain fund shows the plus, the profit 1.26. Let's look at some figures. So you see the period from May 17 to December 31. You see that the chart is not a line. Cryptocurrency goes up and goes down, and you see that the result, everyday profit is different. It's the result of real trading. Okay, next slide. Here you see the period till the January 18. So 2,487, and I want to show the next figure, 2,520. In this chart we included January profit. Why the difference is not 1.26 as you saw 2 slides before? Because a blockchain fund uses not only the interest but compound interest. The next slide. On this slide you can see the Bitcoin trading on the world market and blockchain trading. You can see the difference that this chart, the blockchain's chart, is more stable, much more stable than Bitcoin's chart. Why it happens? Because of diversification, because of its safety, about which I told a little bit earlier. And let's look at the chart which shows the great decrease which happened in January. This is what happened in blockchain fund trading. You see that it is stable. It goes from one point and comes to the same. This is stability about which I am telling you. And what happens with Bitcoin? It just goes down, just crashes in January. Some people who invested in December, they didn't get big profit which they were waiting for, and even maybe they needed psychological support and I can give it to you because we understand that cryptocurrency market is just in its start, and as much money will come to the market, it will be more stable and more stable in its growth. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency, they just on their start. Money will come into the market and it will grow more. It's just a little period of decrease, and it is a good moment to buy, to invest, to get into this market, which will be our future. Be attentive, please. Some more figures. So you see 3 charts. The yellow one is the profitability of the blockchain fund. The red one is the profitability of investor, and the last lower line is the profitability of Bitcoin. And you see that Bitcoin is on the lower part of this chart. So who is this investor we are speaking about? This is an investor who invested from $5,000 to $10,000, and here you can see his profitability. This investor gets a half of company's profitability, and you can see it on the chart. So, what are the advantages of investing to a blockchain fund? I told several times that it is profitability, and you saw the figures. Second thing is detailed report. Every day you can see what happens in the fund. Everything you can see in your individual back office. Risk diversification. This is not one trader. This is a group of traders who works on the market. Diversification in cryptocurrency. Now there are 60 different cryptocurrencies which fund buys and sells or keeps. Absolute anonymity. It is not important to show your passport when you invest into the fund. Why? Because it was the idea of blockchain at all, the idea of this technology. Full fund control. It means that you control your own money after you invested. When you invested before in different funds and projects, it means that you should know. Sometimes you cannot get your money back quickly if you need, if you want, if you decide. And the differentiation is in blockchain fund. You can get your money back after 1 month of investment in any amount during maximum 3 days. Crypto wallet registration. When you open your own account in blockchain fund, immediately fund opens a crypto wallet for you in Bitcoins and Ethereum. The best choice of crypto funds. It means that a group of traders is working on the question what to buy and what to sell. You don't do it. You rely on the professionals and they do their best work. Convenient to purchase. It means that if you have cryptocurrency, immediately you can invest to blockchain fund. Professionals make their trading. There are more than 60 cryptocurrency in which fund diversificates its assets. If you have cryptocurrency, immediately you can invest to crypto fund. To tell the truth, I'm scared looking at these big figures, but blockchain fund once decided to show, to be open, to be transparent, and if they decided, they have to show, and they did it. The profit from May 2016 to the end of January 2017 became 24,551%. Please pay attention that Bitcoin's growth was tremendous. It was 2,174%. But you can compare. You can see the great profitability and success of blockchain fund because it made 10 times more than Bitcoin's growth. Now we see how much money comes into the fund and what is the profitability of the company, but we're interested in our own profit. And let's look to the figures of individual profit. If you invested in May 2016, in May 2017 you would have not 100,000 but $802,750. Let's make one more comparison. Let's go back. The profitability of the company during 21 months was 24,551%, and individual profit in which we are interested. If you invest $100,000 after 21 months, you would have this sum. Almost $8 million. It means that interest is 8,000%. Regularly in our office, the founders open the real accounts on the cryptocurrency stock exchanges and shows what is happening there, because this is their decision to be transparent and open. I cannot open such an account on the cryptocurrency stock exchange, but I can show their screenshots. Now you see well-known cryptocurrency stock exchange, Yobit, and you see the equivalent amount of bitcoins, it is $1.5 million. And this sum is distributed on different cryptocurrency and not only crypto. Here an example account, one of the traders on Kraken. Here you can see a little bit more than $1 million, and you can see that it is also distributed on different cryptocurrencies. So we can see the account in Polonix. We see that it is $600,000, equivalent to 174 bitcoins. At that moment, Bitcoin was about $3,000, but here we see just equivalent, how much money is on the account, but really it is distributed on different cryptocurrencies like BitShares, Ethereum, Golem, Monero, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and so on. Here we see also Polonix, but a different date, just 60 bitcoins equivalent to $502,000. You see the difference. Let's look on another cryptocurrency stock exchange. This is Bittrex. So their sum is $875,000, and money are distributed on different cryptocurrency. This is more recent screenshot, and you see that he already more than $4 million on the same stock exchange, and it is equivalent to 500 bitcoins, but they are distributed into different cryptocurrency. Let's look further. Now you see so-called cold wallet. It means that trader buys and holds. Trader will do this if he is sure that cryptocurrency will be in a great growth later, and also it is the instrument to diversificate. Really, I showed you several accounts and this cold wallet, but really in the company there are more than 100 accounts and wallets. And now I want to show you some deals. Let's look at some transactions. For example, trader buys on the 2nd of May for 1 Bitcoin about almost 100,000 BitShares. After 3 days, he sells 81,000 BitShares and again sells 17,000. And we see the different price. He buys for 1,000 Satoshi, and after he sells for 1,225 and 1,500. It means that he makes almost 50%. And again, we see that he buys later for 2,000 and some 2,000 and some, and after some time he sells for almost 4,000 Satoshi. It means that the profit was more than 100%. So it happened on the 9th of May that he bought BitShares in the price of 2,000 Satoshi, and he sold for almost 4,000 and 4,000 also. So the profit 100% he could make during 10 days. Other examples of transactions. This is the same account, but the dates are different. You can press the button stop the video and look to these figures and see that the profit is 700%. Let's look what is the period. We start on the 24th of May and finishes on the 13th of June. Really in 2 weeks. Let's go further. Here you can see some other examples on a different cryptocurrency stock exchange. If you are interested, you can press the button stop and look into the details. So now we come to the point, what are the rules? What is the marketing of the company? For example, if you invest from $100 to $2,500, investor gets 40% of the company's profit and fund takes its 60% commission. If you invest 2.5 till 5, the investor gets 45% and the fund gets its commission 55%. And you can divide the profit with the company if you invest more than $5,000. And if you invested more than $10,000, more than 50% you take as a profit. So this is fund's activities in cryptocurrency exhibitions, innovation congress, in government, on the TV channels and radio channels. And here you can see Andrei and Kirill themselves. And charity. I think that it is a big deal for every company to make its charity, and blockchain does. Here you see the address of a news channel in Russian, but if you speak English, you can contact Evgenya and Alexey Hohlatovs. For those investors who are not just going to invest, but also they want to attract other investors, there is a special program of bonuses, and we can talk about it later, and we can talk about it if you are interested. And now I want to introduce you my husband Alexey Hohlatov.
Thank you, my darling, for this good presentation. I'm sure that you like it. We all together we can answer for your every question. I'm sorry for my bad English. My wife can English more better than me. Goodbye. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.